Hi, I'm Amy. I'm a 32-year-old marketing manager living in Boston, and what I'm about to share still feels surreal. You won't believe how amazing Sarah is. Mike finally found the perfect woman. I told Jessica over coffee 3 years ago, back when my brother first introduced us to his fiancée. She seems sweet, but something feels off, Jessica said, stirring her latte. Come on, Jess, you're just being overprotective. Sarah's different. Oh, how wrong I was. The first red flag appeared just 2 months after their wedding. Emmy, sweetie, I have this super important client meeting. Could you watch the kids for a few hours? Sarah, I have a presentation in an hour. Please? I already dropped them off with your building's doorman. You're the best. That's how it started. Random drop-offs became weekly occurrences. Her 3 kids, Tommy, 8, Lisa, 6, and little Jake, 4, were adorable. But I never signed up to be their emergency babysitter. You're their aunt. Family helps family, Sarah would say whenever I protested, layering guilt into every word. During one of our weekly meetups at Tom's Cafe, I finally vented my frustrations. You need to set boundaries, Tom said, setting an extra muffin in front of me. I've tried, I groaned. But then she runs to Mike crying about how I'm refusing to help with family emergencies. That's manipulation, Amy, Jessica chimed in. And your brother's enabling her. Things only got worse when Sarah's mother, Karen, moved closer. They became a tag team of guilt and demands. A good sister-in-law would be grateful to spend time with her nieces and nephew. Karen scolded me at a family dinner. And in my day, I shot back. People asked before dumping responsibilities on others. Last week, I finally snapped. I put together a schedule, setting clear boundaries for when I could actually help. This is ridiculous, Sarah scoffed, tossing my carefully made schedule aside. We're family, not some business arrangement. Exactly, and that's why we need boundaries. I love the kids, but I have my own life. Your own life? She folded her arms. Please. All you do is work and hang out with Jessica and Tom. It's not like you have a husband or kids to worry about. That stung, but I stood my ground. My time is still valuable, Sarah. If you need me to watch the kids, I need at least 24 hours notice. She glared at me, pulling out her phone. You've changed, Amy. You used to be so helpful. No, Sarah. I just stopped letting you take advantage of my kindness. I thought that was the end of it. I had no idea things were about to escalate dramatically. 2 weeks later, at our weekly family dinner, Sarah beamed as she clinked her wine glass. Mike surprised me with a 2-week trip to Hawaii. Isn't that amazing? Everyone congratulated her, but I knew something was coming. Then she turned to me, smiling sweetly. And you'll get to spend some quality time with the kids while we're gone. I already told my boss you'd be watching them. The room fell silent. Jessica nearly choked on her wine. Tom stopped mid-bite. You did what? I placed my fork down slowly. Well, obviously, someone needs to watch them. You work from home, right? I stared at her, pulse pounding. Sarah, I can't take 2 weeks off. I have critical meetings, presentations, but we already booked the tickets. Sarah's voice rose in pitch, her eyes darting toward Mike. Tell her. My brother shifted uncomfortably. Amy, can't you help us out? Just this once. Just this once. My laugh was hollow. She dumps the kids on me weekly. Hire a proper babysitter. Sarah shot up from her chair. A stranger? With my babies? She turned dramatically. Karen, can you believe this? You're being very selfish. Amy, Karen chimed in from across the table, shaking her head. Family should come first. I have helped plenty, but 2 weeks is excessive. I have responsibilities. Sarah scoffed. Responsibilities? Then with a mocking laugh. Oh, you mean playing office all day while real mothers handle real work? That's enough. Tom's voice cut through the tension. Amy's career isn't a game. Sarah's head snapped toward him. Stay out of this, she spat, grabbing a knife from the table. You're part of the problem, always taking her side. Sarah, put the knife down, Jessica warned, pulling out her phone. Sarah sneered. Or what? You'll record me? Little Miss Perfect, always needing protection. I stood slowly, keeping my hands up. Let's talk about this calmly. Sarah's eyes darkened. I'll show you calm. Everything happened in slow motion. The knife left her hand, whizzing past my ear and embedding itself in the wall behind me. Jessica screamed. Tom lunged forward. Karen gasped. Oh my God. Sarah. Mike finally reacted, scrambling to his feet. What are you doing? Sarah was breathing hard, her hands shaking. She made me do it. She's always undermining me, making me look bad. Jessica was already dialing 911. Are you insane? Sarah shrieked. Don't you dare call the police. Mike snatched Jessica's phone. Amy provoked her. Tom's voice was incredulous. By refusing to babysit? Get out! Sarah screamed. All of you, get out of my house. The next morning, despite Karen's tearful calls and Mike's angry texts, I filed a police report. She could have killed you, Tom said grimly as he walked me into the station. Hours later, Karen's Facebook post appeared. Heartbroken. How money and career corrupt family values. Some people forget blood is thicker than water. Pray for my daughter-in-law Sarah, victim of cruel sister-in-law jealousy. The comments flooded in. Poor Sarah. Some women are just bitter. Families should stick together. Jessica screenshot everything. Evidence, she said grimly. This isn't over. She was right. But none of us expected what came next. Tom slid a folder across the cafe table. My friend at the PI firm found something interesting. I flipped through the pages, my hands starting to shake. Police reports, workplace incidents, restraining orders. 3 different jobs in 2 years, each ending in a mutual separation agreement. Tom's hand brushed mine. Keep reading. Jessica set down her laptop. We tracked down her former coworker, Linda. She's willing to talk. That evening, the Zoom call left me cold. Linda's expression was grim. Sarah threw a stapler at our supervisor. The company buried it to avoid bad press. I quit the next day. Did anyone file charges? I asked. Linda hesitated. The supervisor was too scared. Sarah's mother, Karen, she's got connections, makes things disappear. Days later, Jessica's a friend made another discovery. Look at these credit card statements. She pointed at her screen. 7 cards. Maxed out. Over $100,000 in debt, all hidden from Mike. How did she keep this from him? Separate mailing address. Her mother's house. My phone buzzed. Another text from Sarah. You'll regret this. Nobody believes the bitter single sister. Screenshot everything, Tom advised. His hand rested lightly on my shoulder. Amy, I need to tell you something. I've cared about you for a long time. Seeing you go through this. Before he could finish, my phone rang. Sarah's current workplace. Miss Walker, we're investigating an incident involving Sarah. Multiple employees have come forward after hearing about your police report. That afternoon, social media exploded. Karen's damage control backfired spectacularly. Sarah's always been misunderstood, she posted. These allegations are from jealous coworkers. Linda commented almost immediately. Misunderstood. Like when she threatened to push Jan down the stairs. Then more flooded in. She threw hot coffee at our intern. Remember the parking lot incident? Karen paid off my medical bills to keep quiet. Each revelation cracked the wall of silence. Tom held me as I processed it all. You're not crazy, Amy. You never were. All those times she made me doubt myself. I exhaled. She's good at manipulation. But it's ending now. Sarah's work finally took action after security footage leaked. Jessica smirked. She's on administrative leave. The investigation is official. Mike's name flashed on my phone. For once, I let it ring. You don't owe him answers, Tom said softly. You don't owe any of them anything. I nodded. I just can't believe I never saw it before. Abusers are clever. Tom's fingers laced through mine, but they always slip up eventually. That evening, as Sarah's carefully crafted image crumbled, I felt no joy, just relief. The truth was finally coming out. We're not done, Jessica warned. Karen's still trying to spin this. I leaned into Tom's embrace. Let her try. A notification popped up. Sarah's company. We are launching a full investigation into multiple serious allegations. The house of cards was falling. And I was finally free. 6 months later. 6 months in county jail, Tom read from the court document. Plus 5 years probation. The courtroom emptied slowly. Sarah's face was ashen as they led her away, her designer outfit replaced by handcuffs. Don't let them take me. Mike, Do something, she screamed. But Mike stood frozen, clutching papers from their divorce attorney. Evidence of $200,000 missing from their joint accounts. How could you? Mike's voice was raw as he confronted Karen in the courtroom hallway. Our savings. The kids' college funds. Karen clutched her purse, her face pale. This is a mistake. My daughter would never. Linda spoke up from the gallery. Would never what? Throw a knife? Assault coworkers? Karen flinched, but the judge's words still echoed in my mind. A pattern of violent behavior, financial fraud, a risk to society. That evening, my phone buzzed with messages from family members. We had no idea Karen covered up so much. I can't believe we blamed you, Amy. Sarah fooled us all. I silenced my phone. Not tonight. Instead, I focused on the dinner celebration with Tom and Jessica. To your promotion, Tom raised his glass. Head of digital marketing. And to karma. Jessica smirked, clinking her glass against mine. To new beginnings, I added, squeezing Tom's hand. The custody hearing had been brutal. Sarah's history of violence, the financial fraud, the documented outbursts. It all came out. Primary custody awarded to the father, the judge ruled. Supervised visitation only upon release and completion of anger management. Karen's reputation crumbled. More family members cut contact. Even her own sister publicly denounced her. Enabling abuse isn't love, she wrote. You help destroy lives. Mike appeared at my office one afternoon looking haggard. Amy, I'm so sorry. I should have believed you. I met his eyes. Yes, you should have. He exhaled, rubbing his face. The kids miss their aunt. I softened, but only slightly. Mike, I love those kids, but I need time. A lot of time. He nodded, understanding finally settling in his eyes. Tom moved in last month. His cafe now supplies our office's catering, where I just got promoted to director. Remember when Sarah said you just played office? Jessica laughed over our weekly coffee meetup. Now she's learning real consequences, Linda added, having become a close friend. The restraining order arrived yesterday. 5 years. Protecting me. Tom, Jessica. Sarah's face in court when her past victims testified. Priceless. Karen still posts occasionally. A mother's love knows no bounds, fighting this injustice. But now, people respond with newspaper clippings. Sarah's crimes, workplace violence reports, court documents. The truth won. Not through revenge, through justice. Yesterday, I visited the kids. Mike's new girlfriend, a kind kindergarten teacher, welcomed me. She actually asked before making plans. Later that night, Tom and I watched the sunset from our balcony. Sometimes bad things lead to good endings, he mused. I smiled. Not endings, new beginnings. Sarah has 5 more months in jail. Karen lost her social standing. But me? I'm thriving. Sometimes the best revenge is simply living well. And boy, am I living well. What would you do if you were Amy? When Mike came to apologize, would you give him another chance? Or would you maintain strong boundaries, even if it meant losing contact with your nieces and nephew? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've ever had to make tough choices about toxic family members, your story might help someone else. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more real-life stories about overcoming toxicity and finding strength in setting boundaries.